Okay.
Hey, everybody. It's us, the Loco Sirens, me, Lizzy.
And me, Krista.
And we are here after a week hiatus. Storms, this problem about living in Northern Virginia. Uh, we as a family were talking about it earlier this week. It's been this way forever around here. I remember being a teenager, and in August, we have massive storms almost every day. They don't last long, but they're pretty intense, and they're almost every day. It's just August in this area of the Mid Atlantic, I think. Anyway, but neither of us had enough power to generate. Didn't have enough juice in my phone to do it from my phone, and neither did Krista. So we missed last week. So we missed you guys. So we're going to be doing 2 weeks tonight because our special guest, Comic Logic's very own John Manuel, could not make it with us tonight. He had a traffic issue, and he has another job, and like many of people in the world these days, having to do more than one to make ends meet. And he didn't get off in time, but that's okay. We will have him soon, right? If not next week,
Yeah. He
we'll have
really,
him
really
back
wants to
sooner.
be on.
Yeah, he's great. We had him on for when we were talking about DCKO, and because his bracket was pretty close to calling it,
Mm-hmm.
and he really knocked it out of the park. Like day one, called what the end result would be,
He
and he was right.
did.
He really did. He was right. So, but yeah. So, John, we're sorry you couldn't make it. We feel for you, and we'll see you here whenever we can get you on again soon. So that said, folks, we've got 2 weeks of comics to give you our top five for. So we discussed it offline, and we decided we're going to give you 1 week at a time. Chris is going to go first. We're going to give you so it's actually 2 Wednesdays ago, August 12th, the comics that came out of the week of August 12th. And then I will give you mine, and then we will move on to the 19th, which was just this past Wednesday. So, my friend, are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, let me get you on the big screen here. There you go.
Right.
All right. Hit us with your week of August 12th. Your top fives of the week.
All right. So I apologize for the weird angles, guys. I was out of town today and I just got back, so I'm actually coming to you live from my phone, not my computer, because of course my laptop isn't working per usual. So I apologize
It,
for the weird angles.
is it funny that it's a better angle and you're clearer, and there's no, like, that ghost that you get? Yeah. There's like none of that. I say
I'll
that, and
take
then you get a ghost, but yeah, yeah, like that.
it. I don't know how I'm doing that. I'm just magic.
Yes, I don't know how you're doing that either. So,
I I really don't. Um, but to the comics.
okay, let's
So
hit me, babe, or
all
hit
right, I'm
us.
gonna start. Yes. So I'm gonna start with DC, of course,
Okay,
and I'm gonna do mine was Absolute Batman.
it was so good. Love
Oh
that
my
cover.
god.
Yeah,
Yeah, this cover's
that
gorgeous.
looks like it's going to be another wraparound, just from
It
the
looks
way
like
that.
it, but it's not. But
No,
it
I
looks
mean
like it
the
should be.
not multiple covers, wraparound, like that they're going to
Yeah.
do kind of what they did with the other Batman, Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Superman, that they were in that three,
Oh,
because
the
of the way that.
connector, like a connector
Yeah, a
cover.
connector. That's what it is. I said wraparound. I meant connector.
I got you. We got there.
Yeah,
Since it's been like 2 weeks now, we can talk like spoilers about it. Oh my
absolutely.
god, that ending.
I know, right?
Did you think that that was going to be Jason? Because at first, when you saw like that somebody dies,
Yeah. Hey,
spoiler, it's been
Chad.
2 weeks, but still spoiler. So if you don't want a spoiler, move past.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, we have
We're glad
lost.
you remembered us, Chad.
Hi, Chad.
Yeah.
um,
Oh, go ahead. Spoil it for us.
but oh my gosh, so we lost a Robin, and it's not who I thought. I fully expected it to be Jason. I thought they were going to continue the trip, especially with like this iconic shot.
Yes.
I was like, oh
Yes.
my god, Jason Todd is my boy. I love him so much, and I thought it was going to be Jason, and I thought they were going to do kind of go down, kind of that route,
Yeah.
and it ended up not being Jason. It ended up being Tim,
Yep.
which was super shocking.
Right, because he was like the one that was everybody's favorite.
He's just the cute little guy, and
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah, yeah,
let's do
yeah.
this. And
Absolutely.
but I'm also like, so they're not going to go down the Red Hood route, which is fine. But I wonder if Jason's still going to go down that route instead of being like angry at Bruce or Batman for not saving him. Maybe he's going to be doing it in terms of um trying to get revenge for Tim.
Maybe, maybe, maybe. I could
And
see
that's
that.
so fun. And I still
Yeah,
love everything.
I can totally see that. And Chad, I'm always on the lookout for great covers. Always Catwoman, Black Cat, you name it, I'm looking for it.
Love Black Cat.
And I don't know if he needed to die, but somebody needed to die. One of the Robins needed to die in
There's
this issue,
so
I
many
think, because
Robins.
there's too many. That's it exactly. There's too many.
There's so many
Um,
Robins. So
yeah.
I was sad that one of them died. I was shocked at who
Hmm.
died, but at the same time I was like, this is
Yeah.
really it's really interesting. And Absolute Batman has never been shy about pulling the rug out and having
Hmm.
like a shock like
Yeah.
that. So, which I love. So,
Yeah.
I'm so ready for the next issue, which it's
You don't have to
probably,
wait much longer. It's only 2 weeks.
I know, but this is issue number 23. How, the fact that I'm still this hooked at 23 is
Yeah.
amazing.
I agree. I
Absolutely
agree.
amazing. Ah, no pun intended. But it's just so amazing that
Hmm.
that it's still like that strong is so cool.
And I agree, Chad. It's always better to do who they don't expect to die.
Exactly. It's like
I don't read Redcoat. So he says, speaking of which, Redcoat,
Red
wow.
Coat though.
I've heard
I
some things, but I don't read it. So
Chad is very, very big into Red Coat. A lot of people at the shop are very, very
mm,
big into Red Coat.
I
Uncle
always
Gary
see it in
too.
people's hands. So yeah, it must be good. It
It's
must be good.
crazy, crazy popular. Yeah, Uncle Gary and everybody love that. So that's a
Yeah.
real, real good one. And yeah, that's another one that is gone so many issues, but it's still so good. So
Hmm.
man. All right.
Absolutely.
Next one is gonna be gastronomique.
I heard good things about that. I mean,
I
you know me, I love Marguerite Bennett. She's writing
Yes.
Witchblade. So,
Yes. It was such a fun. It's a it's like a it's a dark comic, which as you all know, I love. So it was like
right.
it's a sapphic cannibalistic story, but it's set
Oh,
in like kind of
geez.
Victorian
Okay,
era.
yeah, definitely not my thing.
Not your thing, but definitely mine. And the art
Fair.
is gorgeous, and unfortunately there's not a whole lot of cover of like art pieces that I can show
Right.
on here because it is very
Woohoo.
very twisted, but
Yeah,
it's so good. And I don't have access to the photos or through
on your phone.
on my
Okay, so
phone,
that's fine. I can totally do that.
but
I'll just
I
flip back and forth between them.
okay, but I
Hold
did
on.
recreate
I
this
got the
photo.
picture here. It's the one. Yeah, this one.
Yeah,
That one.
I recreated as
Yeah.
best as I
Yeah,
could.
that. It's great. It's totally great.
It was so much fun. That was, yeah, I really really loved that issue. Really liked it.
Love
Uh
the action movie coming, right? Okay, no problem, Chad. All of us are looking forward, I think, to several movies that are coming out this
yeah.
year. Dune 3, Doom,
Doom.
yeah, Avengers Doomsday. Yeah, there's a lot coming out that I'm looking forward to.
All right. So
All right,
my
what's
n-
next?
next on my list is Cul-de-sac
Ooh, that's a
from
creepy
Ignition.
cool cover.
This one,
Ignition is hitting it out of the park, aren't
they're
they?
killing it. I think they're doing such a good job of having such crazy original stories. You can really tell that they're letting their writers and artists and creators have just tell the story they want. They're also not overstaying their welcome. The average story is probably about 6 issues.
Yep, yep.
So they're
Or
really
five,
getting
4 to 5.
straight
Yeah,
to the story,
yep.
and it's so good. And cul-de-sac is essentially a family moves into a new neighborhood, and we've all had to deal with like a HOA before, but like what if your neighborhood was full of cult followers, which
Ooh,
is a huge take on society but also
yeah,
real.
yeah. And it's
um
Colin Bunn. He's great.
he's
Yeah,
amazing.
he's a great
And
writer. So
Rob has met him and said that he was really, really cool.
yes, yes.
I'm a
At
huge
San
fan of his
Diego,
stuff.
right?
But yeah, like the art is so gorgeous.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh, very
And
nice.
this is a cover that
Oh, hold on.
Vince actually recreated
Okay.
that week. I think I sent you the photo. So Vince actually recreated this photo
Right.
for with our shop. And I thought that was really funny. All right. So that is that one. Moving on along. And then we have Yumi.
Ooh, I'm trying to flip you so you're mm, uh mirrored.
Hold on,
You
guys.
changed the way you do everything, and it just doesn't say mirror anymore,
Let me
which is really
check.
strange.
Let
There
me
you
check.
go.
Am I mirrored now?
No, no, now I'm seeing the back of the camera.
Hold on, guys.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Technical difficulties.
Difficulties. Your patience is appreciated.
How did I do that?
I don't know, and I'm trying to figure out. There you go.
Am I better?
Yes, now I can say,
Is
now
this
we,
straight?
yes, yummy. Yes, now
Yay!
we see it. I should have realized that your Game of Thrones was backwards in the
Yeah,
when
that's
we
always a
first
hint
logged
if
on,
Game
but
of Thrones is
I
written
didn't even
backwards.
notice. Yeah, that's usually my guide.
That's all good.
Sorry about that, folks. All right, so tell us
All
about
right.
Yumi.
So Yumi is really fun. So this girl is trying to like help her brother, and it's kind of hard to really describe without giving too much away, but it's really like it's another kind of like very silly, but it's kind of anime style, which I
Mm-hmm.
know a lot of people don't really dig.
Right.
I think it's really fun. The art is so gorgeous. I'm trying to get a good shot. Like it goes back and forth between like this kind of art style and this
Uh-huh.
kind of art style.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I really dig
Nice.
this one.
I love the cover.
Um,
It's
it's
beautiful.
gorgeous.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
I actually tried to
Absolutely.
recreate this photo at first, and then I was like this cover at first, and then I was like, I don't know if I can quite pull that off.
Yeah, that's kind of hard.
So yeah, so I went with the gastronomique one. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm just gonna throw everything on the floor and I'll just like recreate that
And
one.
it'll work out.
It was because I was between the two. But it's all that one is also by Doug Wagner, who
Okay.
is a friend of a lot of us at the shop. He's a friend of the shop and really likes us. He wrote like Plastic and oh my gosh, what is it? Of course, it's when I'm on the spot. I can't think of what's called.
Right.
I was a fashion school serial killer,
Oh,
which is a
yes. Yes.
so that was one of my favorite comics last year. He's amazing. So he wrote that, and I'm loving that one.
Awesome.
All right, and then my final one from 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Um, so I like a lot of like really dark horror stuff, but I
Oh, yes.
also am a contradiction because I also chose Hello Kitty.
Yeah. That's like me and my Archie and friends.
I just
My
love
Betty and
Hello Kitty.
Veronica.
I'm such a little kid because like I was reading really dark, messed up stuff like
And you
last week.
needed some Hello Kitty.
And I just need a little palate cleanser.
Oh my God, that's awesome. That's so cool.
It's Hello Kitty, Hello World. Hello Kitty and Friends, Hello World number one. It's so
Oh,
cute. I love
I'm
Hello
sure
Kitty.
it is.
And like that cover is just trying to
Oh
center
my
it.
gosh. Yes,
It's
I
so
love the
good.
bigger eye with the little reflection. Oh, yeah. It's
It's
cute.
very like Polly Pocket,
Yes.
if that
Yes.
ages me.
And
But it's
I'm
very
sure, yeah, this is nostalgia for you too from
it
your childhood.
was.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
I love horror and I love cute things.
Amen. All right.
All
Is
right,
that
so
it for
that
your, that's it for the
that is
12?
my five
All
for
right.
2 weeks ago. So now it's your turn.
Yep. All right. I'm going to flip us back. There we go. My turn. Hey, everybody. All right. So, um, do I have a couple of duplicate? I only have one duplicate, and that is this first one. So I'm, as always, like Krista, I'm starting with DC and Absolute Batman 23. We already talked about it. This is the variant cover
So
by
good.
Jeff Spokes. Love this with the Mr. Freeze and Bane and Catwoman and Poison Ivy. Yeah, it's just and yeah, it's just I mean, that's why I got it. It had Catwoman on it. But why it's on my list is the death of Tim Drake. Not just that, but Harley and the Red Hoods are done with Batman supposedly.
Yes.
So that was a big like little twist as well. Like you said, I can't say much more than what you said other than here we are, issue 23. We know it's going at least 50 issues, so we're coming up to the halfway point, right? And not a dip, not a dip in how good this story is being told.
Yes.
It's just full steam ahead. If every issue is better than the last, it's so good. I it's almost always in my top five the weeks the week that it comes out, and that's for a reason. It's just so well written. It's so well drawn. The story is amazing. Um, I love how the whole absolute universe is interconnected. Um, yep. If you guys aren't reading it, you should be. Next up for DC was Emperor
Aquaman.
Aquaman number 20, and this is by Stephen Byrne, and it's so cute. I have the A cover as well, but I'm sharing the Stephen Byrne. So cute. It reminds me of the ones that came out for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
It's very much in that style. This story again just keeps getting better. He fought Poseidon and won. It was amazing. The story is just really getting more. It's building up to some, his vision during the DCKO was that he's going to have to be control the blue completely universe wide. So the every drop of water in existence, basically ever anywhere, um, and he is going to be him having control of that is going to be essential to saving the entire universe. And
Hmm.
we don't know how, but everybody, including his friends in the Justice League, which was a couple issues ago, but everybody is questioning how powerful he is. Like nobody can stand up to him. He basically was like, I could take all three of you at once to the Trinity in a couple issues ago. So Poseidon, he was just like, yeah, Poseidon's like, I control the oceans, da, 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 da. And he showed Poseidon, I control way more than just the oceans. It was pretty amazing. And again, like you were saying, so the art is by John Timms, and it's just so good. Look at, so that's Poseidon, and just how colorful, you know what I mean? I just love the
Gorgeous.
way his hair looks like it's even under the water when he's not under the water. And um there's just some, I mean, just there's nothing in that except waves.
Yeah.
But it's just stunning art. The story by um Jason, is it Jason Adams or Jeremy Jeremy Adams is writing the story, and it just keeps getting better. So I'm really glad that I'm following it. Like I got it. I started reading this on just totally on a fluke. Aquaman's never really been my character, but I have not regretted an issue. It also consistently has been making my top five since I started reading it.
Mm-hmm.
Last for, no, not last for DC. Second to last for DC, number three for me, was Barbara Gordon Breakout, number four.
Yeah.
Excuse me. She finally got a partner. Finally got somebody to have her back that isn't trying to stab her in the back at the same time. This person's friends with a former cop, ties to her dad, and we slowly starting to see this plan unfold and why she's in there. Just the starting hints of what this ultimate plan is, that Batgirl's like, no matter what, don't save me. I guess she's
Mm-hmm.
not technically Batgirl anymore. Was she just Oracle?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just
So
Oracle.
anyway, this has been consistently really good. It's going to be 12 issues long, so we're a quarter of the way through. And or no, we're a third of the way through. And I mean, it's every page is action packed, suspenseful. It's very colorful, even though it's in a prison, so you see a lot of orange, but they do a lot of other colors around for different aesthetics, um, to kind of set that off. For example, all this blue and green, which really sets off the orange. Um, so yeah, that was Barbara. So she's down, but she's definitely not out. And she's slowly recovering, and they're trying to work their way to find out, who's corrupt and who's not. So yeah, really can't wait to see where this continues to go. My last by DC is technically DC Vertigo. The penultimate issue of Nice House by the Sea. There was a lot that was done in this, right? Because they're wrapping it up next issue. I
Mm-hmm.
believe it says it's concluding next issue. So there was a big kind of confrontation between Max and Walter, big confrontation between Nora and Max, and Nora and Walter, who ironically, like, didn't, spoiler alert, you didn't find out that Nora had a connection to both as deep as she did until these last two issues, 10 and 11. Um, the big reveal last issue, 10, was that Walter was the dog. The whole time Walter had been there the whole time as the dog. And so this issue was a lot, like the first half of it was like everybody like, you were the dog. Anyway, I really enjoyed seeing some of, again, these early decisions on how Walter and Max made their decisions on who they were going to save. Um, you see that each of them, like with Walter, it was Nora, and with Max, it was, I forget the guy's name now. I want to say it was the artist in her world, and the name of the guy is escaping me, but they had let them in on the secret that the world's ending and I can pick these people and I'm going to pick you. And the burden of that, which I thought that's really what this issue explored, was the burden that, I want to say his name was Chris. Chris is just what keeps popping into my head. But anyway, the artist from the house by the sea and Nora from the house by the lake, right? The burden that they had of believing Walter and Max and knowing that the end of the world was coming and that they were being going to be saved, and did they deserve it? Like, and I can kind of relate to that, right? Like on a uh intellectual level, like, what do they
Yeah.
call that, survivor's guilt,
Yeah.
right? Where I could see the story. What made me so special? What made me more special than the 10-year-old little girl down the street? Why'd you save me?
Yeah.
This,
Why do I get to live?
40-year-old failed artist, right? Is, or this, 45-year-old struggling writer. Why me? Right. So I could really, really loved that in-depth kind of psychological look at that survivor's guilt in a very interesting way. And of course, the art by Alvaro Martinez, and this is just so trippy. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
trippy.
It is very
It
trippy.
is very trippy. So, but it fits, especially when they go into these psychological kind of explorations, which this is done on multiple different occasions. But this penultimate episode was really good because they really were asking the questions, because both domes or captivity areas, the lake and the sea, they're both de- decompressing and falling apart.
Yeah.
What's out there? Did the world really end? What are we going to find? What makes us worthy? How many others have died because they have to trim it down to just the amount, because I guess Walter and Max cheated the system. Anyway, it was an excellent, excellent, excellent issue. Excuse me, frog in my throat.
Stay hydrated, guys.
Absolutely. And I was not staying as hydrated as I should because I was working on a old lady Harley Quinn cover for Dan that I was desperately trying to finish today, which I did get finished.
Woo!
So yay! I have one more to do for him, and then he's sending me some more. So, um, last and final for the week of the 12th was, and Sal, this one is for you. Venom 260. I am not a Venom fan or a Venom reader. This is part of the Queen in Black. This was this 260, 261, and 262 are specifically directly tied into the Queen in Black. I would probably read all three. This was really great, though. This really dove into the why and how of Mary Jane, uh, it, finally coming to terms and fully embracing the symbiotic relationship with Venom. So she now looks like a Venom, which is, she looks really cool. And but Peter didn't know, so he runs into her and he's like, "Oh my God, what happened to you?" But there's the whole, I'm not I'm not a fan of Venom, so apparently there's a whole like Venom family now. Eddie Brock lost the actual Venom and became Carnage for a while,
Yeah.
and then now he isn't even Carnage. He's something else. And then he had a son with the actual Venom, and that son is named Dylan, and Dylan is also a symbiote named Toxin. And so all of these, and the Queen of Black wants Toxin because apparently Toxin has special powers. He is able to control any symbiote and draw that symbiote out of its host. So, um, and have complete control of the symbiote itself. So the Queen in Black wants that power. So they're all trying to protect Toxin. And MJ, because she has Venom in her, who is mom or dad, I'm not, Sal would have to explain to me how that worked. One of the parents of Toxin is, not thinking clearly where it comes to their child, and Mary Jane is trying to be the logic behind it. And it was just really, really, really good. What is Eddie Brock? So this is what he looks like now. This one. But
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure. I can't remember what his name is. Like I said, Sal would know, like, probably, like, boom, But this whole Queen in Black has been pretty good, and I really love this exploration of Mary Jane, and seeing all these different Venoms. It was a completely new kind of experience for me. The only other time I had ever read Venom was the one that he had in the one shot that he had in Blood Hunt, and that wasn't too bad either. He was fighting with Peter, so it was pretty standard. But the cover of this, I just love. It's by the Ying Hung Lee.
It's gorgeous.
Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, because it isn't on my pull list, I didn't feel bad about not getting the A cover and just getting this one.
But that's such a good cover,
It
so that's a
is. It's
win.
so good. And I kind of do that. If it's not something I'm subscribed to, even like if I know I'm getting it, but it's literally not on my list, then I don't feel bad about grabbing like just the variant, right?
Yeah.
If it's on my list, I feel like I should get the A cover. Speaking of, I got to get the A cover for Defenders of Light and Dark #1 if you guys still have it. Because I realized they didn't have it. I only had the peach momoka variant. I was like, wait, what happened? So that's it, guys. That's it for my uh, August 12th. It was a good week. It was a really good week for comics. It was a big week
It was
for
a
comics.
huge
I
week.
had like 20 something altogether, and I didn't get that many variants. It seemed like a big week for comics
It
last week.
really was.
Yeah.
So it was one of the first weeks of the month, so it was a big one.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So are we ready to go into August 19th?
Let's do it.
All right, all right. So let me make you big this time. Here we go. Boom. Switch us
Jump
out.
scare.
Jump in, darling, jump in.
Alrighty.
All right, so this
So
is for August 19th, just this past Wednesday,
this
folks.
past week. All right, so let's start with DC.
Always seems like we always start with
We do.
DC.
So for DC, I chose, this is going to shock everybody,
I
Dark Knights of
love that.
Steel.
Yeah, I could
Look at
only
her.
get. Yeah, it's so good. She's so great as the jester in this.
It's
I felt kind of
perfect.
bad. You had put that variant in my box, and I put it back because I wanted a different variant, and I could only get one. If I could have afforded to get two, that one would have gone home with me as well because it's so perfectly Harley.
Well, I also,
Oh, that's not the other. Is that David Nakamaya? Who did that? That is gorgeous.
this is Travis Moore and Tamara Bunvalian.
Ooh, okay.
But
Beautiful.
I had to because Wonder Woman, like,
Yes, and oh my gosh, but it's just so romantic.
they're so
Especially
it's
given
gorgeous.
what's going on the inside of the cover. I mean, what's going on in the inside of the comic. It was pretty tragic, you
Yeah.
know?
But oh, this story is so good. I'm really
It
digging
really
it.
is.
It's strong. It's a lot stronger than I was like kind of ready for. But
Yeah. Well, did you read All Winter?
yeah, I don't know. I don't think I knew what I was getting into. Like I've read like I read book 1, so like I knew what was going to happen, but I was still just like, man, it's yeah. But I'm trying not to give too much away because it just came out. But man, it's
Hi there.
so
I'm
good.
glad you could make it. We're so glad to have you.
Hey! Oh man. Yeah. Dark Knights of Steel. I'm digging it. It's so good. And obviously the cover art is so good, but the interior art is also fantastic.
In the writing, Tom
Oh,
Taylor's so good.
he can do no wrong. Like Tom Taylor is so strong.
Yes.
But yeah, that
I love what he's doing in on Detective.
yeah, oh yeah. I think that's coming out
This
not
coming
this coming
week.
up week, but the
It,
following.
no, it should be this week. It
Is it
always
this
comes out the last week of the month.
I should
And
know
this
that,
is the
but
last Wednesday of the month.
yeah.
Yeah, Harley and Detective, those two for sure, and
Yes.
Absolute Wonder Woman, those three
Absolute Wonder Woman.
always come out
I
on the
know
last
she
week.
coming out. Yeah,
Yep,
those are all coming.
yep. Plus, I keep you're going to laugh, I keep the page in the back of the
As you
catalog.
should.
So they don't always put them out on these things, but I can at least check it off. Yep, got that one, got that one.
I stare at paperwork so much and I stare at the covers that are coming out and the titles are coming out so often that I lose track of exactly what week they are. So whenever I go through our shipments of the week, it's like it's Christmas.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm just like,
I can
yay, you're
only
finally
imagine. I can only imagine.
here. Man. And then oh gosh. All right. So I am gonna choose it.
Okay.
Spider-Man Hulk Fire and Brimstone.
Was it good?
It
I
actually
heard it was going to
was.
be fun.
It
So,
was so much fun. I really enjoyed it, but it is by it's by Kevin Smith.
yeah, I love Kevin
So
Smith.
that man, I adore him so much.
Same, same.
But
And
it
and
is
I love that he's part of my generation. We Gen Xers love Kevin Smith. We totally claim him.
a lot of my generation seems to not fully
Well, we
under
grew. That's because you
know but
grew
don't
up.
understand. But
Yeah,
see, I
you
was
grew up with your parents watching his movies,
see
right?
that's the thing is I was watching Dogma well before I understood it.
Mm-hmm.
So as a 90s kid, I was raised on Kevin Smith, and then as I got older, I understood and appreciated Kevin
A
Smith.
lot more, and you've gotten to meet him. I'm so jealous.
And I got to meet him, and he is an absolute sweetheart.
Of course he is.
And gives
You
great
just
hugs.
knew he would be.
He's exactly what you want him to be, and that just made me so happy.
Yeah,
So is
yeah,
Jay Muse. Jay Muse is exactly what you want him to be. He's like, hey man.
yeah. Total
He's like,
stoner.
oh, that's so awesome, dude. Where
Love
Kevin
it.
Smith is just a total sweetheart, but so brilliant. This comic
Yes.
was really fun. So it is Spider-Man and Hulk, but it's full of puns. So go in prepared for puns.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
But it's so fun. And it touches on obviously like all the classic like villains, but it also touches on religion,
Mm-hmm. All the feels.
all everything. So it was it was so worth it.
I thought I had one. I just looked and I don't have it in my read stack. Bummer. Well, the Chad, you'll just have to go to Comic Logic and go get it.
It's unfortunate you don't know someone at the shop who could help you with
I
that.
know. Like I'm telling you, that's when I first thing I do when I'm like, oh, I don't have that. Well, I better go check and see if Comic Logic has it. I
It's a
always
shame you're
check
not
first,
talking to somebody who could maybe magically put that in
make it
your box
appear in your
tomorrow morning.
box.
Um, but
All
yeah,
right. So
highly
I love that.
recommend
It's
it.
so
It's
cute.
just it's ridiculous. It's exactly what you wanted. It's what you want it to be, what you think it's gonna be. So
Amen.
I'm
Sometimes, like you said, you need that palate cleanse.
100% Hello Kitty and a Kevin Smith Marvel comic. Like
And
those
that's
are my
I'm telling you,
palette
I have no,
cleansers.
I will never judge you because I get Archie and Betty and Veronica. In fact, I just special ordered the Archie versus Terminator
Nice.
that's coming
Yeah,
out in
yeah, yeah.
October.
Pre-orders are for that one.
Yep. I put that in with my order with Rob. Yep, I'm getting Archie and versus the Terminator. Totally 80s kid here. 80s teen, I should say. Because gosh, I
Oh,
graduated. My 40th high school reunion is this year.
congrats. That's awesome.
Yeah, we are from Woodson. Well, it's something else now, but it was WT Woodson when I graduated. Now it's somebody else Woodson.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, from we're having our 40th this in celebrating in November. It's gonna be great. I haven't been to a reunion since our 30th, the 2016. So that was the last one I
Mm.
attended, and I attended our 10th. That's it. Looking forward to it. But yeah, so some of us are old. Some of these comics going, you think about comics going back. I got comics older than me.
My 10th high school reunion was supposed to happen, but it got canceled because of COVID.
Oh, goodness.
So now it would be my 16th year because I graduated in 2010.
Gotcha.
So
So I don't
yeah.
know about you guys in Loudoun County, but in Fairfax County, we tend to, or at least for our class anyway, we tend to do something big on the tens and the fives. Prior to that, it's usually something really low key, like they can go meet. Usually, like the last I know in 2016, the night before, it was at I can't remember the name of the bar, but it's in that shopping center that's on Braddock Road, right at the Beltway, and
Oh,
it's
okay.
where everybody used to go. You know, when we were all in our young adulthood, we used to go there, and they usually still meet up there, like
Oh,
every
okay.
year, but they only do the big actual, let's get everybody together and actually spend money on a ticket. Uh,
My high school doesn't do like formal ones. It's all
I'm
like
telling you, Chad,
what do you say?
he said it was lame. I think he was talking about your thing canceled for COVID. I'm saying, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it was gonna be full of people that I don't really know because I wasn't. Might be a surprise to people. I was not popular in high school. I was
Like I
in
was,
marching
I
band.
certainly wasn't.
I was in marching band, and I usually could be found in the library, hanging out with my friends, reading comics and manga.
Hmm.
So I wasn't exactly popular. So all the high school reunions are done by the popular kids from back then.
Yep.
So I've gotten invited, but I've also like to like the one during COVID, but at the same time it was because it was to everybody in my graduating
Yeah,
class.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Well,
wasn't even sure if I was going to go. So I will
absolutely.
never say COVID was a good thing, but it gave me an excuse to
An
not
excuse
go.
to not go. Hey, man, in my day, it was the freaks and geeks, right? And I straddled the line between the geeks and the freaks.
Well, there you go.
Totally not
Yeah.
popular. Uh, let's see. Yeah, for class of 2009, we just did something at Vanish, and everyone who could make it came out. Yeah,
There you go.
shattered across the world. Yeah, same. I think it's the same, especially around here, um, because there's such a transient population in the Northern Virginia area because of the military and government workers that are coming in and out, right? So I
Just
do
life,
think that
yeah.
we're way more likely. if we went to school around here, especially in, Loudoun County or Fairfax County or City, Arlington, Alexandria, Prince William County, any of the Maryland counties. Um, if you lived around here, there's a transient population, really. So the fact that you might have classmates that are now all over the world is not at all um, as surprising. And Chad, I'm exactly the same way. I stayed in touch with the people that I wanted to. I do like
Same.
going to the reunions, though. I like going to the reunions because, and this is going to sound so selfish, and we will get back to your comics in just a second because I know we went on a tangent, but I like seeing how the people have changed. Like, is it terrible of me that I think it's kind of funny that the girls who were just absolutely stunningly gorgeous when we were in high school, in many cases, are the ones that look like they're 10 or 15 years older than we are now, meaning they look like my grandmother, you know? And some of the ones who might not have been, the most popular or the prettiest or the most athletic are the ones, and to me, at least from my experience, in many cases those are the ones who have blossomed into these incredible middle-aged people, right? And some of
Mhm.
them are just, there's a couple of girls that, gosh, I have a friend that lives in Panama. She doesn't come to reunions anymore because she lives out of the country. um she's going to be 58 in November, and she doesn't look a day over 25 still. I
That's
mean,
awesome.
she's vegan, done yoga since she was 12, but at the same time, she's been living for almost 25 years on an island. So, she's
That'll
exposed
do
to the
it.
sun and all of that, but you'd never know it. She was pretty in high school, but now she's like, wow, like model, just model beautiful.
I
And
w- I was
for me, I love to people watch, so I like seeing how everybody's changed.
I like people watching, but I want it to be in a fish tank kind of mentality where I want to be able to
You
say,
want to be on the outside watching.
yeah,
You
I
want to
don't
be on
want
the outside watching,
I
right?
don't yeah, I'm like, you know what? I was weird with colored hair in high school. I'm weird with colored hair now. I haven't changed, but I don't need in real time people judging me.
I hear ya. I hear ya.
Like
All
we're
right.
live,
All right.
but
All right.
like
Enough of our tangent on reunions. We can go back to that after we do our comics. Go on back to your comics, dear. You told us what, two, right? The
yeah,
Hulk.
so
And what was the first one again? The first one, I know the second one was the Hulk. First one
I
was,
gotta put my comics back out.
yeah, you're fine. We totally interrupted and I threw you off your vibe, man. It's
You're
all totally on me.
you're good, dude. I just need to make sure that I got them. Oh, I have them over here. Duh.
You're looking at the wrong stack,
I
darling.
know. Dark Knights of Steel,
Yes, that
and
was the number
then
one. Thank you.
it
And then
was
the
Spider-Man
Hulk.
Hulk.
Yeah. All right. So now we're on number three.
So we're on number three, and I only have three this week. I did not go five because I had so many that I couldn't choose. So I just gave you my top three. Forgot to say that
Fair.
at the I forgot to say that at the top. Sorry,
No,
guys.
totally fair. I had to pull
There were
ones that
so
I didn't
many
really want to pull. Same.
because I
This
would
was,
have had like four honorable mentions. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just do like these three. I know for sure.
yeah, hear ya.
So I'm gonna need you to pull up a photo. I'm gonna need you to pull up my photo for this week
Okay.
because my top pick was Bug Wars.
Tell me, guys and gals out there, that she did not nail this cover. The only thing she needed was an inhale from her vape to have the smoke coming out. But
I
oh my
tried.
God, you look like this cover. She looks like you. It's like the woman drew you.
Thank
It's your
you.
nose, it's your lip shape, it's your eyes, it's the way your hair is falling.
What's
It's
really
like
funny,
perfect.
what's really funny is when I was editing that photo to post it, I looked at trying to like make kind of the smoke, but it just kept looking like a cartoon bad breath. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just skip that part.
Oh my gosh,
Um,
that's so funny.
so that is the clean cover of Bug Wars.
I'm going to be showing that cover.
I do
I
also have the not safe for
Yeah,
work,
I got that
and
cover and I'm going to flash it.
I say I'm gonna flash it.
Yeah.
I A lot of times I try to like I if there's a
You
spicy
cannot
cover,
cover anything in this. You'd have to cover the whole thing. There,
yeah,
it's like literally the only if you unless you just show from the chin up.
yeah. And normally I'm not too like crazy about like trying to like show because I if there's a not safe for work cover, I'm gonna get it because I like spicy covers.
Yes.
But this
This
one is done by Babs Tar, and Babs Tar is one of our favorite artists. She actually
she
did
is.
the Gotham Sirens Love Hurts comic that inspired us
Yeah.
to do this podcast, this show. So I feel like I have to show it. Also,
Yeah.
I want to because it's really pretty.
It is
All right,
gorgeous.
guys, I'm gonna do it as quick as I can. All right, three, two, one,
One.
boom. So pause if you want. But I thought it was really pretty. Um but yeah, so did you read Bug Wars? Did you read the first?
I did. I did. I read it all, and you had me get it, and I read all of them.
I love Bug Wars.
And I got all the issues. I got really lucky in that regard. Chad, I agree. Um, and wow, uh, it yeah,
It's so good.
um, it was woof.
I love Bug Wars. I love that it feels like a video game almost.
Yes.
It's very like Honey I Shrunk the Kids,
Mhm.
but like I don't know, like there's like real stakes, and I the brother is one of my Slade. The brother is one of my
Side.
favorite.
Sid.
Yeah,
Sid.
Sid.
Sid. Sid.
I should know
Yeah.
because he reminds me of like the crazy neighbor kid from Toy Story, so I should
Yeah.
remember Sid.
Mm-hmm.
I love his paranoia. He kills me.
He's got a
Um,
good reason for that paranoia. I
oh yeah,
love the little description of all the Mike communities
yeah,
at the end. I love
yes,
that because it really brought the whole concept alive for me, right?
I agree.
And I just love the fact that it's not anamorphed, it's not all anamorphed insects,
Yes,
right? But in some cases, it's little teeny tiny humans riding the insects.
yes, but
That are all like, I mean, they're all part of these insect clans, but you don't really think about it that way. And they really, this
there's so much
issue in
heart to it.
particular, which is on my list, so I figure, we can talk about it a little bit, right?
Yeah,
This issue really made me see cockroaches in a completely new light, in a
yeah.
way I had never seen them before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we always talk about how indestructible they are and joke that they'll survive a nuclear holocaust and blah 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 blah, but it was really interesting to me to see how seriously they took um protecting him, and that whole with the bug wearing the bugs, and he couldn't stop it even if he wanted to. um
I
yes,
love
Chad, that's it
that.
too. The
Like very
dialogue for the
military.
bugs is so awesome, and the history, like there's
Yeah,
this long, and when you think about how a bug's lifespan is so short, right, compared to ours, um
dude,
you
I got
think about
emotional at
this
the end.
history and it puts it in a whole new concept, right?
Yeah,
Right. For them, ancient history is just what our parents did when they were younger, right? Or what our grandparents. Um, yes,
yes,
yes, absolutely. 100%. 100%,
I
Chad.
agree, Chad.
Um, so yeah, it's so well done. It is just so well done. I'm so glad you turned me onto it. Like I devoured the whole uh series, and
Jason
then this
Aaron
one
is
was so good.
Jason Aaron just like the concept. Anytime I try to describe the story to anybody in the shop, I
Hmm.
sound crazy.
Yes.
It's hard to describe. I'm just like, there's so much heart and so much action, and there's the visuals are gorgeous, but it's this guy who was, shrunk, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids
We
into
must
his
kill the
yard in the middle of the
stomper.
war.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Must kill the stomper.
Um,
Yeah, no,
but the
100% Krista.
but now he's got new neighbors, and
It's gonna
now
be
the
interesting to see how this
and
girl's playing.
yeah, and then we saw the brother is also now gang involved.
Oh my gosh.
So
He's gonna
PTSD
flip
Sid
because he's
is
middle now. Did you
I
notice
love him in
that?
like his room, and he's like, "Get back in the house! What
The
are
house
you
is
doing?"
now days away.
Oh my god! But the you were talking before about like when he was like in gym class and stuff, and he had the bugs on him, and they're just like, "Oh, you said something mean. Like, should we fight?" And he's like, "No, calm down. Stop talking to me." Like,
Yes.
do you remember? Is it Men in Black 2 when he has like the locker and he's got the
Yes.
little?
Men in
They're like,
Black 2.
"All hail
Yeah.
Jay."
Yeah.
That's what I kept thinking because they were just kept talking. They're like, "Should we protect
All
him?" And
hail Jay.
that's what it kept reminding me. It was so funny. I was like I love this so much.
So good.
Yeah, so now he's going back, which is
Yeah.
gonna be really fun.
And he wanted to go back anyway.
He
He had
did.
just promised his mom, but now, you know, what's
It's
he gonna
almost kind
do?
of it's almost like a Narnia thing, like from when they were forced into this world, fought a battle, were finally able to go home, and then when they go home, they just wish to go back.
Right.
But now like they're going back.
And now they're gonna just, and all they're gonna want to do is get home.
Yeah, so but it's a really cool look on
It'll
that
make
kind of
you look at your yard totally differently.
you look at your yard very, very differently, look at bugs differently. I'm not a
Yeah.
bug person, but respect. They
Total
have a
respect.
function.
Yes.
They're part of the
They're
world.
part of
So
nature. They're there for a reason.
right.
Great picks. Great
So those are
picks.
my picks.
All right. All right. So now is my turn. All
Woo!
right. I am also starting with DC. I only have one DC this week.
Whoa.
Absolute Green Arrow. This was a
Yes.
really good issue. Lots of reveals. Still not the reveal of who Green Arrow is.
Which I'm
But
happy about. They're
did we
pulling.
get confirmation or did we not get confirmation that it is not Ollie?
I don't think we got confirmation yet.
Well, even though they showed Ollie and that kind of grossed out.
Do you think it's Ollie?
No.
I don't
But
either.
yet, at the same time, I can't think of who else it would be. But no, I don't think it's Ollie because I did up until this issue.
Yeah.
Now I don't think so because of the one panel that they showed Ollie.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I don't think it's Ollie. But I could still be wrong. I mean, it. I love that we still don't. It's issue 4, and we don't know who Green Arrow is. I actually love that, and then try as hard as she can. Poor Dinah cannot stop the Green Arrow, no matter how hard she tries. She comes this close,
She
and
keeps
then they
coming that
get and
close.
then they get
This
their
girl,
victim anyway.
she cannot catch a break.
No, she really can't. Um, I'm going to be really interested to see though what she does with Hammond. I'm
Yes.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. So all of those reasons are why it is in my top 5. Um, Next, we're switching to Marvel, and this was issue 2 of the Queen in Black Defenders of Light and Dark.
I know you love
Issue
that
1
one.
ended on a cliffhanger. This one resolves that cliffhanger and brings you up to a new kind of thing, but Tandy and Ty are even stronger now. So, I mean, if you are a fan of Cloak and Dagger, this series has really been good, even though it's not just Cloak and Dagger, right? And they're on two separate teams fighting against, like, all the light people are fighting against Hela, and all the dark people are fighting against Null. Um, this is the Peach Momoko variant.
It's so pretty.
It is so pretty. And like I said, when I went to put this with the other, which is right there, I realized that the Peach Mocha was in my actual regular bin, not my variant bin, because it's the only one I have. So if we do have the one in the A cover in the shop, I do want to get it. Um, just so I can keep it, the A covers and the variant covers separately. But I'm really loving this story. I really don't know who Null is, but that doesn't matter, which I love, right? That
You're
I
you're
didn't follow the whole fight between Null and Thor and everything that went on before. And I didn't really know who he was, but that doesn't matter because I knew who Hela was, and everything that he is in this is new for him. So it's
hmm
kind of like he's a new character. So it was really easy for me to jump into this series, not being a huge Marvel reader. And ironically, besides the Venom, and then there was the one Thor one shot. So I don't have to worry about getting lots of Thors, right? I do got to get three Venoms, right? But I'm okay with that because that story is pretty good, right? But it wasn't like is 78 comics long like Blood Hunt was. So really like that it's more condensed
hmm
and that the teams are a little more streamlined. So maybe they did learn their lesson that Blood Hunt might have been just a little too much, you know. So yeah, I'm really, really enjoying that. And but I do love that in the Defenders of Light and Dark that Cloak and Dagger are front and center, even though technically other people are leading their teams.
hmm
The story's been was all about them, has been all about them for these first two issues, and it's only going three. So I'm assuming that they're going to have a big part in the third. Um, so if you're not reading Queen and Bat, guys, you should be. It's been really, really, really good. Um, my second or third, I should say, is also Marvel. It's one of the what ifs. What ifs the runaways never ran away from their parents?
That was a
And
fun
this
one.
this was fun. I really like that. I really like that they explored that, but they ended up in the exact same place anyway at the end, and I really thought that that was excellent, right?
hmm
Yes, Bad Seeds starts next.
Yep,
It's either next week or the week after,
it's
but the
next week.
very first issue and a couple of the crossover tie-ins drop next week or the week after. I believe it doesn't start. The bulk of it isn't until September.
Correct.
But yeah, I want to say the first one, Sunset, might drop tomorrow. I mean,
Yes,
Wednesday.
that
Yeah.
comes out Wednesday.
Yeah. So Batman Bad Seed Sunset, because this time instead of going sunrise to sunset, it's going sunset to sunrise. So it's all
Yeah.
taking place over one night and gonna cross over all the Gotham DC titles. So Batwoman, Batgirl, Nightwing, Catwoman, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, and Batman. It's gonna be great.
So in the shop, I actually compiled like a list of all of the comics that are coming out within the Bad Seed event.
Yeah.
I made a list of all of them and their release dates, and I put them on a poster in the shop over by the register so
Oh,
that
I
everyone
need a
has a
picture of that.
list.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take a picture of it and I will post it online soon.
Thank you.
Soon, like at some point this week I will.
Yeah.
But if you guys come into the shop, I do have it displayed up in the shop so you can see the
Excellent.
full list and exactly what comes out what day
Yeah,
because
and
that's a
it's
big
going to be
event
good.
happening.
And I
I'm
like
excited.
that because there's besides the two Bad Seed Sunrise Sunset and all of the titles that regular titles. There's the one about the hospital and the one about the police, right?
Yes.
So Gotham General and Gotham
General and Gotham
Central. And
Central.
are they going to be one shots or 3 issues? Do you know?
I think one of them is a one shot, one of them has 2 issues, and I don't remember which is which.
Okay, excellent. Uh, that list is also in all the DTC titles that came out this week. Yes, it is.
Correct.
That
It
it
is.
is. Absolutely. All right. So I'm going to continue with my
So
four
if you
and
have a
five.
preview, you have a cheat sheet.
Yes. So I also got the in not suitable for work. I know she flashed it. I should probably just let that flash stand, but it's so beautiful. I'll be good and I'll only show the
Like the top
top
part.
part because she's a fairy.
She's so pretty.
She's so beautiful.
Like the
Right. I
art is
mean,
so
she's
good. The
just the
wings.
wings and anybody who knows me knows that the only thing that I love more or as much as I love Catwoman is fairies.
That's
So
fair. I
I
love
and of course we
mermaids.
didn't know what this was, right? Because it was
Yeah,
polybagged.
correct.
So we
I
just
knew the
knew
artist. I
that
didn't know the
Babs
image.
drew it and that it was going to be risque because it's, I love how they worded it too. Not
Oh yeah, the
suitable
writing
work
is gorgeous.
variant by Babs Tarr. Warning, do not open. Your human eyes can't handle this bugged out sexiness.
Hilarious.
Um, so, but it is just stunning. I mean, for all its, and it's, uh, Krista can attest, it is like triple X porn. Like, I mean, you only got that flash, but I mean, this is something you could see in Penthouse. I mean, it's that risque. So, I
I
mean,
liked it.
stunning. I loved it, but yeah, it's woo. And last but not least, ever least, is Boom's Vampirates number 2.
Woo.
Vampires, pirates, 17th century. They had me at hello. It's so good. Um, this is second issue did not uh, disappoint at all. The heir to the throne is in hiding on a ship. We knew that from last issue, where she gets caught this issue and she gets press ganged into the crew. And it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting. And the end had a cliffhanger. So I'm really, really, really interested to see where this is going to end up. Have no idea how many issues this gonna is gonna be, but I'm in for the long haul because this is just so fun.
I
It's
was
it.
supposed to have that, and we were shorted this week. Some of them came in kind of rough looking, so I gave my copy away to a sub.
Well, aren't you
So
generous? Even the art is good.
I didn't get to read it. I
Really
know
good
it's
art.
so good.
I
I
know
love it
it's
so much.
so fun. Really loving it. Yeah, Chad, I'm telling you, looking at that Babs Tar cover, you totally get you could be a gynecologist. You get such a good medical school uh look. And I agree that Vampirates is pretty cool. I even like
Yeah,
how they changed the I to a Y. And how this is kind of like a whole like vampire realm
yeah.
that these pirates are part of. So yeah, I it's been really fun. So that is my top 5. We got through both our weeks.
Yay!
Yay. Um and it was a really good week. It was really hard for me not to have a Catwoman in this stack. Catwoman came out last week, guys. Issue 90. I'm so excited. We're ticking closer and closer to that issue 100. Um, and I got 4 variants, including the A cover, and it was excellent, but it wasn't good enough to beat out those five.
That is saying a lot coming from you.
A lot, because it was a really good issue, and she's my favorite. But these
Mm-hmm.
top five, just as far as story and my wow factor, because that factors in for me for the top five as well.
Yeah.
It's got to be that kind of wow factor, and kind of there's got to be something in it that just kind of leaves me gasping or stunned to make my top five most of the time. So, anyway, real quick, back to the conversation about reunions. I do think it's interesting to see how the people have changed over the years. I think that's really the only reason to go.
That's
And
fair.
uh, especially like in my case, like except for my friend Laura, the one I was talking about that's looks like a 25-year-old fashion model at 58 years old. Um, she lives in Panama and she is still alive and healthy. But out of all of my circle of friends from high school, female wise, they're all dead. And the guy friends that I had, half of them are dead. And most of them I wouldn't want to hang around with today anyway. Right? Like we were good friends back then, but my life went in different directions from theirs. And, a couple of them I'm still friends with on Facebook, like uh, our viewers were saying before. The ones that I wanted to stay in touch with, I have kept in touch
Yeah,
with over the
exactly.
years. Um, but my class in particular, we have lost an ungodly amount of students from our class. Our class is kind of famous because we did have a famous person die, Chris McCandless, the kid who went out to Alaska and died in a bus.
Mm.
I went to high school with him. He graduated with me. So that one, but we had a couple who died very shortly after we got out of high school. And cancer has just been hitting, Gen X and millennials way harder than it hit our parents' generations and the generations before. Um, because I've lost like 7, 8 friends to cancer, and all from high school.
I'm
So,
sorry.
and that's another reason why I kind of go to the reunions, because I appreciate those classmates that I do still have, and that I can see. And I kind of like having those connections, even if they're loose, because there's so many of us that are gone. I think that it's important that there's a connection with those of us that are left. And I
That's
mean, we
fair.
had a huge class, so only missing like maybe 100 out of like the 600 of us that graduated, maybe not seem like that much now that we're in all in our late 50s. But most of us, most of the ones that we all lost before we were 45, which is even
Mm.
more kind of sad. But either way, I'm looking forward to it. My reunions in November, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to
That's
seeing the
awesome.
friends that I haven't seen in a while. And um I think as you get older and further away from those years of high school, because Krista, you said something earlier about your hair color, and you were judged then, you don't want to be judged now, right? I think there's less judging among the peers that we went to school with the older we get, if
Well,
that
I
makes any
definitely think
sense.
I care way, way, way less about people actually judging me now because that's part of
Right, because
maturity.
the older we
Truth,
get, the less give
I don't
a f
care.
that we have, right? I,
My thing
I
is like
think.
other people's opinions of me is none of my business. I don't care. But
The only
it's I
opinion
just
that
don't.
matters is what you think of you, or what I
Yeah,
think
but
of me, right? Those are the ones
exactly.
that matter, right?
But people who are in that mentality are I just don't want to be around. So it's not
Oh, I
even
don't blame
necessarily,
you.
it's not even
Yeah.
necessarily like I don't want people judging me like because for myself, as much as I'm like I just don't want
You just don't need
that.
that negative energy.
The
Right.
people, yeah, so if
But
I
I
want to
think
keep,
that it really does lessen the older you get.
yeah.
That anybody in the groups need to do that. Do you know how when we're teenagers, right? And we're young and we're stupid, right? And we all know children are cruel, right? Children are way crueler than adults usually can even think about, right? But the
Hmm.
stupid things that we do and say then when we're 16 to 18 years old, right? Become less and less and less. They're life changing when we're 16 to 18 years
Well,
old.
your
They
bubble
don't
is so
matter.
small. When you're in high school, your world is so
Is
small. So if
tiny,
one
right? When
person,
you're
if
when you're in
one,
your 30s, 40s, 50s, your world is
well, and see, that's the thing. If one
or
person
it gets
doesn't like
smaller.
you in high school, it's the end of your world because there's only so many people in it. But once you go out and experience things, it's a lot different.
Yeah, right, Simon.
Yeah,
I completely understand that. 100%. But yeah, I do think that I do think it changes some. The older you get, the less people are quote unquote judgy like they are when we're younger. Um, but I do think we also, as I don't know if it's the same for guys, but I know as women, right? The
hmm,
closer and closer you get to perimenopause and menopause, the less give an F you have or tolerance that you have for that for worrying about those little things, right? That
yeah,
you could be consumed about when you were younger just goes phew, it just disappears. And you I guess also I think you get as humans as we grow and age in and I'm speaking in generalities because of course there's exceptions to every rule, but as a whole, we stop worrying about what the world thinks of us. We become more comfortable in our own skin, which
exactly.
without being more comfortable in our own skin, right? You can't have that I don't care anymore, right? And it isn't that you don't care, which is
Yeah.
kind of like, kind of like saying I'm fine when somebody asks you how you are, right? When, fine, effed up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional, right?
Hmm.
It's not the right way to answer the question, but at the same time, you really do. You just become so much more comfortable in your life, in who you are. You know who you are. You've accepted your good points and your bad points, right? And you just have life becomes easier in that regard, right? Because you do have less of that give and F about what anybody around you thinks. You just
Yeah.
live your life. You live your life. I'm going to live my life. Don't judge me. I won't judge you. And we're going to be great.
When you get out of high school, you also find your own community, which I think is also very big. Like I said before, when you're in high school or any public school or a private school, when you're in that era of your life, again,
Mm-hmm.
your world is so small.
Mm-hmm.
But once you go out, you find the people that you want. You also are
You find your
able,
tribe.
I always say that like part of graduation is also being given a filter because you're able to weed out people. Like once you graduate, there are people that just fall right through the cylinder
You never
that
think
were
again. You
only there
never think
because
about
of the
again.
bulk and because of the bulk and because of where you were at, and then they
Bye,
fall
Chad.
through.
Thanks for watching. Tell the wife
Bye,
we said
Chad.
hello.
Say hi to her for me.
Okay, go ahead.
But I think that's a huge part of it also is that people fall, you go through the filter and people who deserve to stay, people you want to stay, and then you can
Absolutely.
add to it.
Yeah.
So you go from one bowl, you filter that, and then you have the bowl that you actually want.
Right. You find your tribe. You
Exactly.
find those people that you want around you, those people that might not be blood family, but you consider part of your family.
A
And
100%.
absolutely, Chad, you got to weed your garden 100%. Um,
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I also think things happen in waves too. Like the people that are important to you when you're in your teens changes when you're in your late 20s. That also changes into your 30s and into your 40s because your life circumstances change,
Yeah.
right? And I think that as you adapt and life happens, right? When you're single, most of your friends tend to be single. When you're married, most of your friends tend to be also married. Once you start having kids, you start moving away from your single friends and more to your friends who are married with children, right? And these people, it's not that they are not as important to you anymore, but it's just that there's just ebbs and flows, and people come in and out of your life at different times. And there are stages to life where we're going to need different people for different reasons, right?
Yeah. That's going on with me. I definitely see a lot of that. When I was a lot of my
Amen, Simon.
friends.
Amen. I would think we need to follow our own path and our own.
Exactly.
Listen to the beat of your own drum, and it doesn't matter if nobody else can hear the drummer. Who cares? You keep following that beat because that's the one you're supposed to follow. You
Yeah.
know.
But a lot of my friends are actually at that stage where they're married with kids, and I'm still like that single friend making things happening. But yeah,
I
so
love on your phone. You get these, you
I
have
don't know
graphics
how
on
I'm
your
doing
phone. It
this.
must be Restream on your phone. I
It
love
must
it
be.
so
So you guys
much.
are getting fun effects from
I
my
know.
phone.
Sorry to interrupt you. I just couldn't help it when we got those hearts and balloons.
Yeah, the
Um,
heart.
hmm
There we
uh,
go.
anyway,
But yeah, so I have a lot of friends who are at that stage in their life, and
my
so
son and his wife.
I'm seeing them way less and less.
Yep.
But we make a point to still stay in touch with each other and see each other whenever we can.
Yes.
And that I think also is like a sign of like how strong that filter can be because the good people come through. So we were talking
Yes.
about, but also like you choose your tribe.
Yep.
So those are people that have, we're in each other's life. We're so integrated like in each other's life that we're not going anywhere. Just like our dynamic has changed.
Yes.
There are new players being added to the game because now they're having kids. So now we have like new people being added in,
Right.
which
And
is
it's
awesome.
yeah, it is.
So
It's
the
really
the
cool.
priorities change. And
Exactly.
and that's not a problem. That just changes the game
It just
dynamic.
changes the game.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so that's okay. So I'm not expecting them to go out drinking with me. Where we go to their house, we play like a a tabletop game until either a baby wakes up or until they are like we're about to fall asleep.
Hmm.
Like that's just how life is, and
I
that's
used to
okay.
take Larissa when my oldest was a baby. I was the only one with a kid.
Mhm.
So I had a portable crib and a car seat, and I just took it with me everywhere I had to go.
Yeah.
And when it was time for her to go to bed, find a quiet space, set up the porta crib, down she
Oh yeah.
went. Diaper bag ready to go. It didn't stop me from going and hanging with my friends, but I was the only one with a kid. So I do get it.
But you
Now
made
I'm
it
a
a
grandma.
priority, and
So
that's what you should do. You shouldn't There shouldn't be any shame of like your social life is over just because you are now married with kids. But
right.
also like you shouldn't be like, "Oh, my friends are now married with kids, so now I'm never going to see them again."
See
You
them
have to
again.
it's any any friendship relationship is all about choosing each other every day. So
Yep.
like we're choosing to
Communication.
stay in contact
Yep.
with each other. We're choosing to be in each other's lives just because
Yep.
just like any kind of like bond, it's gonna
Hmm.
like it goes through different eras and it
Up and
changes a little
down.
bit.
Yep. But the
But
true friends are the ones that are there
yeah,
for the
the
ups
love is
and
still
the
there.
downs. The ups and the downs. Those are the ones that are there through thick and thin.
Yeah.
ride or die, as the saying goes now. I do think that
My
that's, um, I do think that that's important. I think that that's why it's so hard for me. Because like all my ride or die, that's what like they hate. My mom's like, you're so negative about that, and I'm like, but it's hard, right? Because like those ride or dies, the ones that I thought I was going to be riding around on a wheelchair with in the old folks' home. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, um, that's when it's hard, right? When you lose that too early. Um, of course, now I just means I have to go make new ride and die friends, right?
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful that I was able to find my tribe, so to speak, when I moved back here,
Yeah.
right? As far as you and everybody at Comic Logic, and just, so it's like I was able to fill that void pretty quickly, which has been really great. Um, I just need to associate with everybody besides you outside of just Comic Logic, which I have done. I mean, in fact, Diane and I were just, Gary's wife and I were joking around that we need another game night.
We do.
We
That was
really
really
need
fun.
another game night. She's still recovering from her surgery, but as soon as she's recovered, we're getting another game night. Cause
100%.
yeah, and Lindsay too. I really miss our little our
Yeah.
little
That was
nights
fun.
out with just us girls. I thought that was a lot of fun. So we'll have to start that. Um, and signing up, that's true. See, and I think that that's it for me too. I've made so many friends through the comic community, some older, some younger, some my age, and it's been wonderful. And that I love it because there's so many of us, and there's so many different vibes of people, but we're all moving on the same wavelength, if that makes
Yeah.
any sense, right? So yeah, I do want to go see Doom with you. I do. I want to go see. I know your family is coming with you too, but I want to go see. I want to see it because I want to watch your reaction while we're watching the movie to see how, because you're my Doom expert.
Yeah.
So it's a date in December.
100%.
You just let me know which day and what time you got tickets for, so I can get tickets for the same showing.
Okay.
Um. Anyway, I'm really sorry we couldn't have John here tonight
Yeah.
because,
He'll be
but
back. He really
he'll
wants to be
we will
on.
have John again. We're gonna have Dan on again, Sal on again, Gary, of course, on again. We also need to do our top 10 DC.
We
We
do.
should plan that. Let's do that second week of September. That gives us 3 Sundays to prepare.
That works.
All right. All right, guys, you heard it here. In 3 weeks, we will be doing our DC top 10. Maybe we should have John on for that. I would
Ooh.
love to have John's top 10 DC females.
Done. I will
Yeah.
I will
Yeah,
I will pass that along.
let's have John for sure. See if we can work that out. Even
I
if we
love
got to
it.
move that date around to
Yeah.
have him on, because I'd love to have him on for the top 10.
I agree.
Um,
I would love to see his list.
same. Well, guys, I think that's it. I think we're ready to wrap up.
So,
And
last thing.
yes.
So, if you come into the shop or you follow us on social media on Comic Logic, you know that I have kind of like, unfortunately, I have been the one to create a birthday t-shirt for people whenever it is a staff member's birthday. So you guys need to stay tuned because this week there is another birthday within the
Ooh.
shop.
Ooh.
So see if you can
Oh,
figure
I
out
know
who
whose birthday it is too.
see if you can figure out whose birthday is
It just
coming
hit
up.
me. It just hit me. Oh, I can't wait to see
Somebody's
Wednesday.
birthday is this week and we will be celebrating on Wednesday. They do not know about it
Oh, I can't wait. I
because
can't
they are
wait.
shy, but we will be celebrating.
Yeah. No, I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
So make
Um,
sure to
we
stay
didn't
tuned.
we also have some pictures to share that we haven't shared.
Yeah,
So, real quick, I'm going to run through these. We showed you Krista's. We're going to show you the rest of Comic Logic staff
I
and
love
their
my
top
boys.
picks. because Krista takes these great pictures every Wednesday. And if you've seen these, if you follow Comic Logic on Facebook, Comic Logic Virginia, look for him on Facebook. But we're going to show them off here today. So this is Vince with his number one pick, Cult of Sac. I love
It's
that.
so good with him
Instead of
being
Cul de Sac, Cult
he's
of
our
Sac.
overlord.
So great. I love the editing you do. So we already showed
It's so fun.
Krista's, and we're also going to show, let's see, John leaning over. I love it. I love that he's got this as a tattoo.
He already had the tattoo, so he's like, I'll just do that. And just like, and I thought it
It's
was
so cool.
hilarious. He was like,
So cool, John. Oh,
well
and
done.
then we also have, apparently Rob needed to have them upside down and right side up.
Well, because
And
if you
I'm
look at the,
sorry, he just has the greatest smile.
he does.
Rob has got one of those smiles that light up his whole face, makes his
He's a
eyes
ball of
twinkle.
sunshine.
He's like, in that, what is it, The Night Before Christmas, when they spend like three lines talking about how jolly Santa's face is, the twinkle in the eye and the cheekbones. Now, take all the stuff about the beard out. And you're describing Rob because
I
he
know.
smiles and those cheekbones and the dimples and the eyes sparkle. He really does have just a smile that lights up his face. And
He
then,
does.
did Vince have a double, or was this from?
That was this week.
Okay,
That was for
love the
Lazarus.
rats. He looks terrified.
That's the whole idea.
And then no, so I've only got two more.
Yep.
And then we've got the last driver. Poor John,
Poor
feeling like the
John.
last driver.
Just
I
sitting in the
love
car.
that so much.
It's so
But you
funny.
took it from the wrong angle.
No, that
Oh
was
my
his.
God, you should have been coming through the windshield.
I should have, but it was way too hot, and we wanted to
And
get the
oh yeah,
shotgun.
no, I totally get it.
And
No, I
also,
just
this
love
way,
it. The
there.
look on his face. He's like, take this picture now.
We also wanted to get a clear shot of the comic, and through the windshield, there was too
It
much
was too much of a
reflection.
glare. Yeah. See the beauty of an artist. They don't have to worry about a glare. And last but not least,
This
two
guy,
awesome covers for Spider-Man with
yeah.
yeah.
Once again, he chose the Scotty and the duck.
Yep. Loved it.
It's
Love
so
it.
good. It's so funny.
So I really look forward to seeing the pictures that you're gonna do. That's like part of now like my weekly routine.
It's a part of a
Wait
lot of.
till Wednesday afternoon and check out Facebook to see
I
what you
know.
posted. It's
Yep.
awesome.
There's definitely no pressure for me to make sure they're good
None.
every
Oh my
week.
gosh, no pressure at all to do this and get them all graphic and edited and oh yeah, no pressure at all.
I almost want to take a
and
Wednesday
I
off just to see
and
them
I
do
and I was
whatever.
privy because I was debating on slabs, and so I was privy to a semi-private conversation that I wasn't trying to eavesdrop on, but was happening 2 feet in front of me. You have a lot to do. I'm just like, you really do a lot, you know? And I just had to chuckle to myself on how on what a great manager you are.
Oh, thank you.
Listening to the conversation, between an owner and it was really kind of cool because he
Mhm.
was just like, I just want to bounce this stuff off of you, and
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about it right now, but I wanted it in your brain. And I thought, yeah, we want it in her brain.
Well, that's the cool thing about like Rob comes up with such great ideas, and then he's so good at like getting feedback.
Hmm.
So it's really cool that it's a lot of it is group effort. Like he
Yeah,
obviously is like the person who like is like, steering the ship and in charge of everything, but he does like it is
he
a whole group
delegates
effort, like
very
the whole
well,
shop. So
and
it's really, really
yes,
fun.
I've actually told him this. His ability to keep people around him, that he knows where each one of your strengths lie and is really good at A, recognizing where those strengths are and delegating and utilizing those strengths. I mean, as a business owner type thing, he is just really in tune to the best way to utilize his employees to get the best out of them, and knows what they do best. And rather than, you know, like he was talking about Vince being able to, or he's really great at organizing how the tables and tents and
Yeah.
everything are set up at lock on, and he knows that that's what he excels at, so let's go make sure he's doing that, right?
Yeah.
He's not like he's going and making him do what you excel at, right? So
Yeah.
he's really good at knowing where your skill sets are and utilizing them in the appropriate manner, where
I
a lot of owners or
completely
business
agree.
managers might know where your skill sets are, but they
Hmm.
still fail to utilize them properly,
Yeah, I've
right?
had those
And
jobs.
yeah, and Rob really, when you were saying he's the captain of the ship, and he made sure that he had a crew around him that knows what they're supposed to do, and he can just let them do their thing, right?
Yeah.
With a little bit of, oh, here's a little bit of feedback, take this. It's really, it's great to watch from the outside. It's really cool because you all just love working there.
We
So it's,
do.
yeah, it's really nice to see. So just, for somebody sitting there outside the fishbowl and looking in, it's really cool to watch. So anyway, folks, I think we're gonna wrap it up. Are you ready? Are
Yeah,
we ready to wrap it up?
I think we're ready.
Thank you, Chad and Simon and everybody else who joined us tonight. Very active chat. We love that so much. I know we did stray a little bit off of comic topics when we talk about reunions, but hey, everybody's got a high school reunion, right? So, as we could talk, who knows what we're going to talk about? It can vary week by week.
It
Um,
does.
we loved having you. Remember, we are on Facebook, we are now on Instagram, and we are on YouTube. All three, we're at Loco Sirens. You can find us you can put that at Loco Sirens on any of those three platforms, and you can find us easy enough. We might eventually get a TikTok, but right now, those three are our main socials. So give us a like, give us a follow, tell your friends about them, about us, excuse me. And we will see you same siren time, same siren channel. Remember, that's a new time. We're now at 8 p.m. on Sundays instead of 7:30. So see you in the funny papers, folks. Good night.